Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Prison Architect Sort of Escapes. Today's beverage is a freshly made cup of coffee, so I'm going to leave it where it is for now to cool down a little bit. So welcome back to Prison Architect, and this is Prisoner Moss, prisoner number 119799202, and this is the recently completed and tested criminally insane / death row island facility. Technically it does have some high-risk inmates if they pass the death row appeals process, but that's sort of a side note. Either way, we've recently completed and then done some extreme testing on this one, and found that it does have a bit of a weakness when it comes to escapes. In fact, prisoners can pretty much smash through the myriad of staff doors. There's a lot of doors, but they're all just sort of staff and visitor doors, so they're not the toughest. But if en masse the prisoners decide, they don't want to be here anymore, they can get out by just smashing through several of the doors, as I said, and leaving at the very top. Now, that is a bit of a weak spot. Whether or not we can do that solo for this escape mode, well, the fun is in finding out. Now, obviously, this is Prisoner Moss, and they are a normal category of inmate, or medium if you prefer, and basically that means that, hang on, can we be escorted into this southern cell block, because this is for the criminally insane? And the answer is yes, because although we have death row set to death row, and we have high risk inmates set to high, this criminally insane area with its padded cells does not have any particular category. It's all Gen Pop. That's not an oversight, it's just we didn't need to change it to anything else. So we have, obviously, that curious little quirk. Anyway, so we can be escorted here. I don't know what would happen if it was changed up. Who knows? Either way, I'm going to basically start to farm some points and see how we get on here. Escape-wise, I don't know really what to say at this stage. Obviously, the last prison series was all about the inescapable. Try and make a prison that is utterly inescapable. This is not that, and the focus was never on making something totally inescapable. We did take security into account, because, well, at the end of the day, it's just part of playing Prison Architect. You sort of have to, unless you're sort of running sort of easy mode type of thing. But yeah, we basically we haven't got a perimeter wall as such, but we do have a perimeter. Cliff edge, which means that although we can tunnel under it technically, we can't jump over it or anything like that. At least that's to my knowledge. Yeah, let's see how we get on anyway. So I'm just going to, like I say, farm some points here. All I'm doing is just hitting the reputation point pinatas, otherwise known as the shower heads. This is standard procedure. We've seen it a million times before. So just speeding through it really until I can get all of these points. I don't anticipate this being an overly violent escape, but then again, I don't know what I'm basing that off. What I do know is that if we were to move up into a different category, lots of tasers here, if we move into a different category, we'll be put in the northern cell block, which might prove to be a bit more problematic. But obviously in this area we've got lots of patrols, we've got lots of doggos, we've got staff with tasers, with body armor, with ranks, with also stun batons, we've got doggos, and we also have orderlies. And that actually sort of poses a question, actually, that in the past we've made different non-criminally insane facilities, but never unlocked orderlies through bureaucracy. Does it mean that if you've got the Psych Ward DLC installed, but you don't have criminally insane inmates, can you unlock and recruit orderlies? Because then they obviously have sedation. Like, can they sedate us? So I've just punched that. Yes, hang on, see that? So I'm going to punch that guy. And am I getting sedated? I am not getting sedated. And I think that's because I'm not a criminally insane inmate. Although, no, that guy is chasing me with a needle. But I think they're just doing damage. So yeah, potentially then, they're basically just stabbing me with the needle. So we're not being sedated. Interesting. I said I didn't anticipate this being an overly violent thing, and oh, right. And I think I've changed my mind on that one. For a start, we've been changed to a different category of inmate. We've been put to high risk, but we are still in Gen Pop, so we can still stay around here. That is fine. Now, here's the thing. I don't think I can get this lighter to where I need it to go. And actually, I'm not too sure I might be able to. So I do think we can escape via fire. I do think that is the case. I think this metal detector will trigger. It didn't because I went around. but I reckon it'd trigger if I go through that there. Oh no, maybe not. I thought because I was running a mod, it might do that. So I'm setting fire to this area here, and the idea is, oh, I didn't really want to do that, but anyway, that's happened. I want to go round and out through here. Now, I don't want to really burn too much in the kitchen because it will activate the sprinkler. And oh, look, I mean, that's good that the guys are putting that out. But anyway, I'm just going to set fire to this stuff here. Oh, look at that! So the thing is too secure for its own good. Right, let's have a bit of a run out, shall we? I guess my goal is to get through here, and oh yeah, I'm gonna have to stop all these guys. They've got so much fire suppression in the facility that yeah. Oh well, I mean, well that's it. That's us escaped. So that's prison architect escapes. Right. Okay. That is a bit of a curious one. So let's just slow it down a bit. What happened here? What's happened? Well, I managed to get out using obviously with fire. Use that to set fire to things to then get out into the outside area. Then ran back inside, and my plan was to go up and round, but then I realised that all we need to do is burn a hole through this foundation to the wall. But doing it over here, where we've got our power facilities, I think has caused a bit of a electrical explosion because all of this at the back was on fire and the wall was missing after only the first part being on fire for a very brief amount of time. So I do feel like that's a bit of a weakness there. I'm going to go on these stepping stones because although we have got swimming, I'm just going to walk over to the right and leave. And this is probably going to be one of the shortest episodes. Yeah, that's been a bit of Prison Architect sort of escapes. That's Prisoner Moss. And we have victims, a worker, 2 orderlies, a chef, a doggo, and a spiritual leader. Total score 82, 8 hours, 22 minutes taken. If we were to attack a guard and get their keys, we could very easily, I think, just run through and out at the top. Although you do have to go into a staff-only area, many staff-only areas, in fact, I do think it would be doable. If we were to be placed at the very top left as a high-risk inmate, then getting out would probably be just as easy that way. In fact, we could probably just set fire to things, and actually, no, we wouldn't be able to set fire to things because there was nowhere to get any lighter. Although, no, there is a security room there, isn't there? Okay. Either way, we've got out. As I said, not overly secure, but in the entirety of the build episodes, the full series, we've never had one escape other than the extreme testing, which is, as I said, a sort of a strange thing to do. It's beyond the normal, what's normal sort of behaviours that you normally see. But, you know, we've escaped from it, and that's always the goal here. What have we learned? Well, if you want it to make it more secure, then, as always, snipers are always a good one. Long range, stop people swimming out, even if it's just the sort of non-lethal stuff. You can also go with additional walls, using perimeter walls with no foundation, so it can't be burnt. That would stop that there. But that's not what this prison was focusing on. It's fine. It is just fine. Either way, I hope you like what you see, and by all means, let me know in the comments. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.